Hello, happy Monday private group. Today we're doing something totally new. I am getting ready to remember how I asked you guys if you guys wanted to go big this year, and you guys said yes, let's all go big. So I am working on a ton of different things to help you guys go bigger in the latter half of 2024. So we could go different designs, different things, looking at a wide variety of different things. I'm sure you guys saw today I posted like a wreath attachment I was working on all weekend, trying to figure out how to do it. And then sometimes you have to just marinate in the creativity a little bit. And then had to make a last minute run on Saturday to go get material, because what transpired in my mind didn't translate out into the real world. So I had to just rethink the whole design. And then I needed your help today. I was like, do we do a nose? Do we do no nose? And all of you guys said nose. So I think, yes, it needed to be with the nose, but you always second guess your things, right? Let me make sure I am in the group. Here we go. Okay. It is raining today. It has been raining all day. So it's just really wet. And it's reminding me that we need to do something about our driveway, because with UPS and everybody else that uses our driveway as a turnaround spot, yeah, it's getting messy. So I'm gonna have to have my husband work on that. So let me show you what we're doing. I'm gonna pivot you down. So hang tight. This is what we're doing. So I think I've got everything in. So I created this little bat face wreath attachment because I was like, my daughter's been asking me to make a bat wreath, and I'm like, well, how do you make a bat wreath? And so I thought about it. I Googled a bunch of stuff, searched on Pinterest for a whole bunch of stuff. And then I was like, well, why not just make the face attachment? And then we can figure out the wings portion of it later. And who knows, this might be the first of a series of creative steps in making something much bigger. Maybe adding bat wings to him later. But for now, this is a wreath attachment that I've designed. Google searched. Did I Google search for it? What did I do? Pinterest search, and did an Etsy search, and nobody has one. So I thought this would be so cool to make one. So let me give you the measurements on this, by the way. I want to say at the widest it's 7 inches. And it is about 6.5 inches. So 7 inches long, wide. 7 inches wide, 6.5 inches long, going from ear tip down to his chin, and then probably about 1.5 inches wide. So I have these listed on my website. So they all come custom made. I'm not mass producing these and have just a ton of them sitting. So even if you wanted different ear inserts, if you wanted to do orange, I'm going to make it to where you could request some variations and truly make it yours. So this is what we're going to be using in the design today. So you can find this on my website only for now if you want to order that. And then we're going to be using this. And then what I did is I modified a ring board. So this was the ring board in its entirety. And so I was telling my husband, I was like, I want it cut so that I have access to 4 holes. And I'm like, 1, 2, 3. You wouldn't have it here. It would come up short. But I think I might even be able to add holes here, and then I could probably reuse this extra piece. So let me give you the dimensions. This was normally, let's see. Okay, let's go wide and let's measure this. This would have been a 15.5 inch ring board. So you can get these at Craft Outlet. I haven't seen the ring boards at Hobby Lobby. but Craft Outlet has a really good price on them, so good price point. And I like this because you're keeping the back totally clean. There is a variation that I have seen that you can implement the Dollar Tree wreath form, but I don't like the finished result, meaning the back is just, it's messy. It wouldn't, I don't know. For me, it's all about quality. And so when I make things, I'm really, really particular that it has to look like I know it's really hard not to have imperfections, but I'm really particular that if I can try to avoid, you know, things that just don't look right, then that's what we'll do. So, look at all of you. Hi, Faith. Hi, Maria. Hi, Don. Hi, Cheryl and other Cheryl. Hi, Jan. Hi, Lee. Hi, Pam. Hi, Julie. So, I'm working on creating my own wreath attachments. So it's just going to be a slow going process. I'm going to be working on 2 other ones. Just things that I have seen in my head and I'm like, oh, if only I could figure out how to do it. So this was an experiment over the weekend and I think it turned out pretty good. So cut your 15.5-inch ring board in half, and these are going to be his wings. Okay. And what you're going to need is a grand total of 32 10 by 10 pieces. You will need 10 of the purple. I'm doing mine purple and black because it matches his ears. So 10 purple, 22 black, 10-inch cut with a wood burning tool. And then we're going to do that. It's like the dragon petal. So finished edge here, we're going to tilt it to a pivot. We're going to go corner to corner here, okay? And then we're just going to, and I ordered a mini iron today so that I can iron my deco mesh so that I can get perfect creases in my mesh because, again, it's the OCD side of me. So I'm going to take this corner, I'm going to hold the center corner with my thumb, and I'm just going to overlap it like so. And we're going to try to get everything to line up. So this is where you get that Star Trek petal, right? And then from here, I am just going to hold the center. I'm going to flip the ends over, okay? And then, again, if you can find a way to get a really good, perfect crease, here's that dragon scale petal. Because remember, people were making weird versions of it. And I am so particular. It's like, oh, that doesn't really look like a dragon scale to me. It just kind of looks, it looks weird. So I'm like, there has to be a way I can take it, break it down, and perfect it better. So what I did is I liked this little like swoop right here, but I really wanted the point to be pointed. So what we devised when we were making the dragon race, was it last year, is I take, because you have one side that's closed, one side that's open, and I take my hot glue gun and I just lay, I don't know, about 6-inch little strand of hot glue in there. And then I just fold them and then take either a clothespin, a clip, a binder clip, any of that will work. And all I want to do is just close up the end so that that glue can set. Okay, so there's like the purple. All right, then we'll do one in the black. So same thing, 10-inch pieces, cut with the wood burning tool, finished edge here. We're going to go corner to corner, and you can square it up as best as you can. I find that when you fight your deco mesh piece, you don't have a 10 by 10 inch piece. You might like have a 10 by 2, 10 by like 2.5 or 10.5-inch piece, and it just won't fold. So just verify your measurements, and if you need be, just cut another piece. Okay. So again, going from this corner, placing my thumb here to keep that from lifting, match the corners, and I just try to get everything to stay together so that you have your Star Trek petal, right? Okay. And then I'm going to place my index finger here so I can lift up that corner. Basically, in a sense, we're folding it in half yet again. And then we're going to place a zip tie at the bottom. I like zip ties better than rubber bands, because rubber bands have a tendency of deteriorating and breaking down. Snip that off. Again, like I said, if you have the mini iron, you could take some parchment paper, put parchment paper over there, and just put a really nice crease there. You may not need to put glue there, but I don't want it to open because I want the shape to stay the same. And I want the points to be pointed. And then again, just place that in there. So you'll need 22 of these, 10 of the purple, and then create a modified ring board. So you'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sets of holes. Down here would have been where you can hang it. So this is actually where we're going to be adding the wreath attachment. Although if you wanted it mounts really nice here, but if you needed to, you could add. Remember, you can add holes to your board. You don't have to go with this standard. You can modify anything to work with the design that you have in mind. So we are going to start at the tops, and we are going to, on this side, we are going to be making our petals to where the open end, the little S shape, is going to go to the outside. So it's going to go this way. On this side, they're going to flip over and go the opposite way. So as you can see, they're kind of forming like little bat wings. So we are going to add one here. I go past the point of our zip tie so that that zip tie will not pull out. And if you can, try to get your zip tie to go down into your hole. Not like, just get it smoothed over to the other side. And then we're going to cut that off. So there's the first bat wing. And then we're going to put the other one in, following the same path. I want this one glued a little bit better because I don't like where it glued. So if it opens too much, I'll just re-glue this one and let it sit. I'll snag this one instead. You don't have you have the option of you can cut the ends or not cut the ends. It's not needed, except at the very, very bottom where you're going to put your wreath attachment in. So as you can see, I have holes to the outside here. So I have my 6-inch zip tie going to the outside and the outside, and then we have that inside hole, right? Here is where I'm going to add our purple, and I'm also going to add our black. So yes, Cheryl, she said, can you share the mini iron you bought? Yeah, when it comes in, I will. I totally will. So I need one that's actually going to go a little higher back here. So it's going to become the wingtip of our bat. And we're going to place this one on the top. So this middle section is actually getting 2 zip ties in it. So I'm going to go from the inside to the middle. I'm going to go ahead and just get that set so it's easier to pull. I'm going to put the one in the back, but it's not going to go down quite all the way. I'm going to get it behind these 2. Okay. And then I'm going to put the purple one on the front. It's going to share the same hole, but see how this black one is up a little bit further. And then I'm going to pull it down nice and tight. And then just move your zip ties so that they're not on the top part of the board. Okay, so on this side, same thing. We're going opposite direction, so this is the way we want that way. So we're going to go opposite. If you've got any frays on the ends, just take care of that. So this one's going to go outside this way. It goes really fast once you get everything in place. Get that. And I'm going to grab another one. Place this one right on the outside. Nice and tight there. Remember, we have that shared hole, and it's going to hug the outside or the inside shared hole. So I should have brought more of these down. So outside, and then it's going to come up in the middle. We're going to go ahead and close that up. And I'm going to go ahead and cut the ends off. And I'm going to get my back piece, which has got to go behind the other two, but slightly higher. It's still under the pipe cleaner, or still under the zip tie, but I wanted it out a little bit further. Okay. Nice and tight. Move those zip ties either to the edge, just so that they're not on the flat part. Okay. So this is where our bat is forming. And so what we're going to do for every single piece is we're going to have an outside piece here. It's just like the dragon. And then in the middle, because we did this one shared here, we're going to alternate. And now it's going to get shared with the inside hole or the outside hole. So just right inside here so that that lays on top. Okay. There we go. Making sure that I'm doing it the right way because it looked funny at first. Yes, I am doing it the right way. They're just going to alternate out. Okay, let's go ahead and do this side, which goes this way. Okay, there's one. Another one here. Like I said, if you can, move your zip ties around, because then they just lay so much nicer. There we go. Hi, Elizabeth. So this one's going to be shared. Right in here. So the only thing that I've preloaded my board with is just the outside too, because I want to come in with the purple. I add the purple one because it'll depend if it's an outside hole or an inside hole, and that's just going to depend on where you decide to start. Okay. Back to this point. You know what? I'm doing my wings wrong. Am I doing these right? Let me look at these. Ugh, let me think about this. I was doing this the right way because when I put these in, yes, I'm doing them the right way. Oh. At first I was like, no, that's right. These are all supposed to, they come out like these. Wing, wing, wing. Wings don't go there. Wings go like this. Okay, I'm doing it right. See, you can second guess yourself all the time. Okay. Purple one, and this will be on the inside. I'm like, I had it built, and then I took it all apart. And I like leaving the tails on because the tails help camouflage the board. Okay, to the other side. Now I remember, it's like one side has a zip ties facing up, the other has them facing down. Okay, there's that one. And then a purple in the center, and that'll be to the outside. So when I say outside too, I just mean the shared hole on the outside, otherwise it's a shared hole on the inside. So up and over. Okay, come on. There we go. On top. There we go. Okay. Next set. So there's that one. Nope, I zip tied that one wrong. Let's see if I can flip it. There we go. Okay. Yes, S. Come on, cat. Follow upside down on this side. It's always so hard when you're like, okay, remember zip ties. It's like where the zip ties on top, that's the front. I'm like, but when you're making bat wings, you have one on one side, the other on the other side. So this was shared hole in the center. So it's going to be shared hole on the outside. And then we're going to place this in, flip it over. Okay, other side. We are going zip tie up. You got one from Cricut when you were making masks and you love it. Yeah, I've seen people iron their deco mesh when they want to like emphasize a fold, or maybe when they don't want to introduce glue into their design. So I was like, I think I need a mini one. Because I do a lot of projects where I'm like, oh, having a little mini iron would be handy. Okay, back to our purple, and we're doing shared hole on the inside, just like this. You can see how the bat wings are starting to form. So we're doing shared hole to the inside. So I'm going to load this here. And then we're going to get super tricky. Okay, there's this one. Okay. And trying to get those down. Okay, so down here at the bottom, I need to make sure that I add a zip tie for my hanger, because I tried to add my zip tie after the fact and I was like, oh, I can't get it. So I'm going to use this black 6-inch zip tie for my hanger. So I'm going to go ahead and create my hanger right here. Okay, so that's just going to be my little hanger piece. But I also need a zip tie because I still need to put some deco mesh in here. So I'm going to put a zip tie here and a zip tie at the bottom down here. And we're going to add, this was where it kind of gets complicated. So remember, the black is just a hanger. So here we're going to share the holes, which means that I am going to, for here, not in the black, I'm going to make sure that my zip tie comes past this zip tie point. And I'm going to, this is where you need to make sure you cut your ends off. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. Making sure your pieces are going the same direction. You know what I'm saying? Make these go with that. These go with this. And then we're going to go ahead and zip tie this whole bundle down. Okay. Now, if you can, it's helpful if you can get those down so it's flush. Okay. And then from here, we're going to do the same thing to the outside too. So I'm going to make sure that my petals are going the same direction, or the scales or the bat wings. So that's going to go there. And then this one is going to flip. So just make sure that your zip ties are on where they need to be, so that when you come in to cinch this down, you've secured. It's kind of funny because it almost looks like a nice little bat. Because we did shared hole on the outside, or yeah, this one has shared hole on the outside, that has shared holes on the inside. We are just going to pick a hole to add our purples in. And the purples are going to be the same way. So I'm just going to go right in here. And I'm going to pull this up. Get it started. Usually just right when you hear the click. And then we're going to do the same thing. Purple's going inside past the zip tie point. The other purple's going to go in. Oops. Past its zip tie point. Nice and tight. See how it makes nice little cute bat bow ties? Just like so. And then remember, these we can move around. You can pull them out, you can elongate them, however, which way you want to do it. But from here, now we're going to add our attachment to it. So let me put these away. So on the back of your attachment, there is 2 black pipe cleaners, extra long. So look, you can either have the option of making your bat fly upside down. You can do them 2 ways. This is what's kind of cool. So you can make upside down bat, so he's got his wings in the downward position, okay? Or you could flip him around and you make your bat in the flying up position. It's entirely up to you. You can, it's like one design, but you can do it 2 different ways. It's whatever way you decide that you want to do it. So if you want his wings in the up, and or how cute would that be if you did them on double doors and did one on one way, the other on the other. I'm actually doing this facing up, although I think that this is really super cute. But then my hanger's on the wrong side. But then there's that too. So yeah, okay. So remember those 2 extra holes that we had that were called the hanger holes? Meaning if I flip them over, they're right here. These are going to be where we fish that pipe cleaner line down. So even if we were doing it face down or face up, whichever way you want to position your bat face, you can, those are the holes that we're going for. So I wanted to show them to you here because they're right in here. So I've got this one on that side. And then I'm just going to flip him over and I'm going to locate the hole on the other side, which is right there. And then I'm going to hold it from the back, get him in position, and you can push him down pretty tight. And then twist, 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 and then you could, it's all done technically at this stage of the game. You could, like I said, play with your wings, move your wings out if you want, move your purples out. It's whatever look you're trying to achieve. You have enough there. So he can look amazing, but that is our bat wreath made with a modified ring unique in the creek. Right, Cheryl says you can make 2 for double doors with the wings different. Right, you can do like 1 up, 1 down, or do them both up or both down. So it's interesting because when you take the photos, you can do a variation on this. You can ask, do you want your bat with the wings up, which would be this version, or when you turn the head around, you can have your bat with its wings in the downward position and its face facing the other way. Finished design on this would be, and for packaging, I would make sure that I pull in all my deco mesh pieces so that, you know, anytime we can help save the customer on shipping, we should try to do that. It's beneficial for us as well. So you can compact their wings so that they're more ergonomically. It looks like this would fit in an 18-inch box. So 18 by 18 by 4. It's very thin. It would also fit in a storm door. So it's not very tall. Let me show you what this looks on the door. So let me pull his wings out the way that we would do it. So okay. So this is the way he's going to be, and he actually sits up on my door pretty high because I have a really high hook. Let me flip you up. Right, Julie? She said that's quick and easy. Super simple. Okay. So I think I'm going to try not to bump that. Get rid of that. Okay. Let's take him down. Okay. So I have my zip tie pretty high up here. So he's actually going to sit up pretty high. And I'm going to have to figure out how I get him to kind of lay back because I have a weird hanger. I have a screw, not a hanger. But let me make sure. I'm just tucking the pipe cleaner behind. I know it's kind of hard to see him, right? Let me zoom in. Might have to put him on the black door or the white door. Ooh. We can zoom in pretty close. You can't really see him on the black. He's kind of hard to see. Do I even have a hook? Yeah, I have a hook on this side. Let me flip him around so we can actually see him. Let's flip him around. There we go. Okay. Let's turn the door. I just don't want to deal with locking and unlocking the wheels. Okay. And it's pouring again, which I'm not going to complain about at all. Okay. So I'm going to pull his wings down a bit. And I'd have to trim his thing. But now, oops, sorry. There we go. There's the bat. I didn't realize I had him zoomed in when I moved the door. It'd be cute slanted instead of straight up and down. Like that. I guess you could. He could be that way. If you did them on double doors, you can have one slanted one way and the other slanted the other. Right? It could be like that. And then you'd have to get the weight ratio worked out on the balance side. He worked really good when we slanted him one way. I think I have too much weight on this side. So I'm trying to counter. He just wants to go all the way over. I think I'm just going to leave him in the upright position. Because if I try to slant him the other way, I have to play counterbalance laws. So what do you guys think? I think you could change the hanger because there's a multitude of different places that you can put the hanger. Elizabeth said, did you make the bat head? Yes. So, I have the bat heads for sale on my website only. Cheryl said double-sided tape. You could. Absolutely. But it's kind of nice because on the back of the wreath, it's all smooth, right? So look, it's just, I mean, granted, I would twist that off and tuck that in, but look, it's really nice as far as presentation. I'm trying to get it back on the hook. Presentation on the door goes. Let me get him back up. So I was playing with them, trying to counteract them. There he goes. But yeah, his face is super, super soft. So I went with a super short fur, but it's like velvet on his back. Thank you. Julie said, I think it turned out great. Cheryl says it looks so neat in the back. Yeah, you could tuck your business card. Like once you twist the bat pipe cleaner to where you're done, it's like one and done. I have to do 2 pictures, so I have to do it once with the wings up. Untwist him, put the head on the other way, twist it, take pictures of that way so that they can pick the variation that they want. And then once you're done and you twist your pipe cleaner and tuck it in the hole, you can put your business card right over the back. So that's there. Reader says, where did you get the frame? I took a 15.5-inch Unique in the Creek ring board. Let me find it. I have it right here. So I just did one of these, Rita, and I had my husband cut it in half for me. And so I did a modified board. So yeah, there's that. I mean, man, you can get crazy on some, making your own modifications on the Unique in the Creek ring board, but I like the fact that it's finished and that it hides all the mechanics of what you did to create it. And there is that. So, thank you very much, Maria. She said you always do beautiful work. All right, that's all I've got for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. And if you're interested, you can find a picture of the bat face. And I put the link, I think I put the link in the bottom. but I'll link it again in this tutorial if you're interested in purchasing it. All right, everyone. Well, enjoy your day, and I'll talk to you soon.